What's going on, YouTube? This is Sports Gaming 1, and we're going to show you the running back ratings on NCAA Football, the updated 2018 rosters. That's why we call it NCAA Football 19. I'm going to show you how they rank. I'm going to show you the top running backs and kind of go in order. But before I do that, I didn't do a video on the Pac-12 running backs, so I'm going to go through them really quickly. I did not do a video for them because I didn't get 2 running backs done for a lot of these teams, and I even think there's a couple teams where I haven't even done yet because they didn't have enough stats. So yes, we'll be going back and doing these whenever I do those teams. But right now, we're kind of a long ways away on the Pac-12, and that's just the way it is because I've got to get into these individual teams now. Again, starting tomorrow, we're going to be doing that. So let's just quickly go through the Pac-12 teams, and then I will show you how they stack up all the running backs in college football. And I didn't do any group of 5 running backs like we did with the quarterbacks because I just couldn't think of anybody that would be ranked really high at running back. Maybe I'm missing a guy, but, you know, yeah, there's some guys at quarterback like McKenzie Milton, Brett Rippon, Brent Stockstill, you know, just 3 off the top of my head. I couldn't really think of a running back for, you know, the group of 5. You know, you had Rashad Penny last year. He's gone. So I don't know. We'll have to look into that a little bit harder. But right now, I just didn't see anybody. So, again, we're going to try to do as much as we can with the group of 5 teams. I just don't know really how much I'll be able to do. But we'll see how that goes. Again, let's get right into it with Arizona. We did J.J. Taylor here, an 83 overall. Again, a lot of these guys, very limited playing time in the Pac-12. They're pretty weak at running back. Pretty strong at quarterback, though. I didn't do anything on Arizona State. There just wasn't anybody really that had played. They lost their top 2 rushers. Patrick Laird for Cal, an 88 overall. We did do him. Pretty powerful runner if you watch him. That's the only one we did, though. So, again, a lot of these teams only did 1 running back. We did nobody for Colorado. I haven't done them yet. And, again, that's why I didn't do a video specifically for the Pac-12, just because I'm so far away from being done with the Pac-12. And I'm actually not going to be working on that anymore as we go, again, team by team. Who are we missing here? After we go all the way to Oregon next, maybe? I think we do. I'm trying to think of how they go alphabetically. You have the 2 Oregon schools. You have all the schools that start with U. I don't know. There we go. Tony Brooks James for Oregon, 93 overall, 95 speed. It's gonna be one of the fastest running backs we have. And yeah, there you go. Only did 1 guy there as well, but he is impressive. Oregon State, we did Artavis Pierce, an 85. Again, just 1 player, and that's the case for a lot of these teams in the Pac-12. Okay, we got a good one coming up here. Bryce Love, I believe this is the very first player that I've shown you that is a 99 overall. And yes, you can see Bryce Love, and check out his speed, 99. He's going to be very, very tough to stop. And again, this is based off of stats. I didn't say, you know, Bryce Love almost won the Heisman, I'm going to give him 99 overall. That's not what this is about. I didn't look at that kind of stuff at all. This is all based off of stats, and it's 40 time. And to get a 99 overall speed, you have to have a 4.3 40. And that's what I found online, that he could run a 4.3. Hopefully that's correct. Hopefully that didn't make him too fast. But that's what I was reading online. So doing my research, that's where he came out. And you see, he is the best running back, going to be the best running back, maybe the best player. I don't know if we'll have another 99. I really don't. We might get one as we get into the season. But right now, I don't think we're going to have one. I know we won't have one at running back because we've already done them. Cameron Scarlett there in 84 as well. So we actually did 2 guys for Stanford. Next is going to be UCLA. You see, all right. Man, some of these names. Olo Run Fund Me, I guess is how you would say it. I don't know. I'll have to do some research, see if I can figure out how to say some of these names. But he's an 87. Jamabo is 86. Both of these guys. I didn't watch UCLA enough to hear their names pronounced, I guess. Even when you hear it, it's still hard. I mean, it took me forever to figure out Tunga Baloa. I had to go look that up, and I found a video of him explaining how to say it, and he kind of broke it down. Some of these names are just so hard to say, but I'll try to do better. I'll try to learn them. USC, we did 1. We did Stephen Carr, an 89 overall. Pretty solid there as he steps in for them. And then we got Utah. Check out Zach Moss, a 94 overall. Very, very solid. He may be the second best running back in the Pac-12. And again, just did 1 player there as well. That's the case for most of these Pac-12 schools. We did 2 for Washington. Myles Gaskin, a 94. Salvon Ahmed, an 89. And Gaskin, there's another 94. So we got some really good running backs in the Pac-12, but then we just have some teams that just don't really have anything there. So it's tough to kind of figure out. And James Williams for Washington State, a 90 overall. That's pretty solid for them as you check his numbers out. So now let's go ahead and, well, we're on the depth charts, so we're going to have to go to just the rosters to see all the running backs, as it's going to do an auto save here. And we got to go to edit rosters, and that's the way you can look at, all of the NCAA. There's our early work on Auburn. Just gave you a sneak peek there. Okay, all teams. Here we go. All positions. We're going to go to running backs. And you can see Bryce Love, a 99 overall. He's going to be the best running back on the rosters. Next, we've got Damian Harris of Alabama, a 97. So, yeah, he's up there, the number 2 guy. And then we have several tied at 96. We got Jonathan Taylor of Wisconsin. We've got Rodney Anderson of Oklahoma. Travis Etienne, a 96 as well. And so, yeah, you got 3 guys there. Some really good running backs for 2018. J.K. Dobbins is a 95. How about Tavian Feaster, a 95? So Clemson has a 95 and a 96 overall running back. And a big part of that is the speed. I told you guys, speed is the number 1 factor for running backs when the game calculates an overall rating. So that's why you see those guys up there so high with 95 and 97 speed. Myles Gaskin of Washington, a 94. Zach Moss of Utah. I think he's going to be one of the more underrated guys going into the season. Watch out for him. He's very good. Mike Weber, a 94. So we see Clemson with 2 guys up here at the top. And we see Ohio State up here with 2 guys at the top. And I think the guys from Ohio State are probably better. The Clemson guys are just faster, and that's why they're rated a little higher on the game. Just my personal opinion. But let's go ahead now to our next player. Tony Brooks-James of Oregon, 95 speed, but a 93 overall. Ty Johnson of Maryland, another guy that's not going to probably have a ton of praise going into the season. You look at him and Zach Moss, 2 really, really good running backs that you probably haven't heard a lot about. DeAndre Swift of Georgia. There he is, Georgia fans. 93 overall. So you do see him, among the elite running backs, even though he's never started a football game. So that's impressive to see him at 93. Cam Akers also at 93. You look at those 2 freshmen from last season. They were very good. Joshua Jacobs of Alabama, a 93. So Alabama has 2 running backs up in the 90s. Miles Sanders of Penn State, 92. Limited playing time, but his numbers have been outstanding when he's been in there. Justice Hill, a 92. Demaria Crockett, a 92. Karan Higdon of Michigan, a 92. Travis Homer, a 92. You can see there are a lot of really good running backs. Ignore that. Alex Barnes, a 92. Matt Colburn of Wake Forest, a 91. Another guy you probably haven't heard a whole lot about. Darius Anderson of TCU, a 91. Chris Evans of Michigan. Michigan has 2 guys over 90. Benny Snell, a 91. So, it almost feels like my rating system is a little high on the running backs to have this many above 90, but that's just the formula that I came up with. And then we'll use the sliders to kind of tweak things because, I really haven't had, on the simulations I've tested, I really haven't had the running backs, be really, really good. The defense has done a pretty good job against the run. And that's one thing on this game is the game is really good at stopping the run. If you guys, if you've played this game, obviously you probably have. You've known if you're playing yourself, you're going to lead the NCAA in run defense every year pretty much, because that's just the way the game is. So to get these running backs rated a little higher actually might be a better thing. Jaquez Patrick of Florida State at 91. A.J. Dillon of Boston College at 91. And I kind of think he should be rated, maybe rated a little higher. But again, I used stats, didn't use any personal judgment or anything. Devwell Whaley of Arkansas at 91. James Williams of Washington State at 90. Trey King of Texas Tech at 90. Travion Williams of Texas A&M at 90. Markel Jones of Purdue at 90. Trey Sermon of Oklahoma at 90. L.J. Scott of Michigan State at 90. And that's it. So I'm just going to show you the 90s and above so you can see the top players here on the game. There's a lot of them. But again, maybe we'll tweak the rating system next year a little bit to get these numbers down just a tad. But you can see Bryce Love is at the top of the scale. We don't have any other 99s or 98s or anything like that, and just 197. So it's, I think it's a pretty good system. It's maybe a little high on the running backs, but it is what it is, and I think it works out pretty well when you see them on the game. So that's it for our running back rankings. Showed you the Pac-12, showed you the top running backs here for 2018. Tomorrow we begin going team by team. I'll be showing you the rosters over on the SG1 Sports channel. I'll be breaking those teams down, looking at their schedules, looking at the players that they are losing, and things like that. So make sure you subscribe to that channel as well. There'll be a link down in the description of this video for that. But thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for more here on the Sports Gaming 1 YouTube channel.